pretty big moment here for Stratford School District.
Yeah, it's a great night for us, and as you can see, Mike, you've been in our gym several times. You can see what an upgrade the gym is, and the whole facility is just as much of an upgrade as what we have here in the gym. And I think the students and the community are going to love this for many years to come.
Yeah, can you give us the rundown? I know it's quite a list, but give us take us back to the referendum. What was raised? What were you guys trying to do? And what were you able to accomplish through those referendum dollars and with this project?
Well, the original part was to add some more classrooms because of our growing population, which we did that. And as part of that, then we needed to upgrade the science labs, which you can see is a tremendous upgrade. And then we converted our old science labs into egg rooms. We've got a new conference room for this building. Completely redid the special education area in both buildings. All new windows in the elementary. Removed all of the asbestos from both buildings, which a building that's built in the 50s or 60s is, that's quite a task. And then the HVAC and the electrical upgrades that a lot of people don't see is a huge part of this project. And then, just a good all-around project for the district.
Yeah, it sounds, was this, a lot of times we hear terms like this was long overdue or something to that effect. Was this, from an actual facility standpoint, were these upgrades that were, literally overdue?
Yeah, I think if you look at some of those before pictures, and sometimes you don't realize what you don't have until you see the new. I don't know if I said that right, but you're getting by. You got good people working in the areas, and they're getting by doing what they're doing. And then you start going out and looking at science labs and new facilities, and you look at egg rooms and what better things we can do for our students if we have this opportunity. Not to mention the physical environment. It's a beautiful place. It's going to be a more comfortable place with the air conditioning and a better boiler and more energy efficient.
So what was the referendum amount again?
It was just under 16 million, 15,995.
Okay. And this is, you guys are growing all the time, right? Give us the numbers on how far you've come, even since you've been here. The enrollment is either steady or increasing every year, isn't it?
Yeah, we've grown. My first year, 14 years ago already, was 767 students. And we're right in that 950 range right now. So just about 200. Last year was probably our peak. We were almost 200 students up. But we've grown about 200 students in 14 years. So that's a lot of extra space needed. And we've had 2 referendums to help accommodate those needs.
All right. Anything else you want to add?
Just a thanks for the community, because these things don't happen without the taxpayers. So it's a great night for them, and I hope they enjoy the tours.
All right. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Becky Workus, Stratford, egg classroom space has been improved because of the Stratford referendum. First of all, just give us your general reaction to what you have now.
I'll sum that up for you. Somebody asked me this summer if, after 18 years of teaching in that same room, if I ever accidentally go back to my old room, and the answer is heck no. This room is a palace compared to my old room, and there's so many more opportunities for kids. An example, we used to have one sink that water would gurgle back out of, so not the sink you want to be using for food prep labs. Now I have 7 sinks. I have a commercial food prep area for the food that we grow in the high tunnel and the raised beds in the greenhouse. So students are literally making pizza sauce and salsa and those kinds of things and going through the whole process. They plant it, they harvest it, they process it. So that's awesome. We have an animal lab, we have an aquaponics and hydroponics lab. We're getting some more supplies in, but they're slowly but surely we're getting around to that. So the amount of labs that we can do has improved greatly, and that's going to help kids in their future.
So are there things that you're now able to actually teach sort of hands-on that you were maybe just trying to teach out of a textbook or something before?
There's labs throughout the year that we were doing that way. A lot of it was the students and I coming up with creative ways to survive my facilities in the past. Like I was teaching out of totes, so we would bring a tote out, teach a lesson, have 3 minutes between classes to put that tote away and get the next one out. Not real conducive to teaching. So now the students are able to set their labs up and have them spread out more like their agri science experiment labs and not have to worry about some student accidentally tripping over it because we're trying to do another lab in a tiny space. Today my exploratory biotech class was talking about we could actually build our own gel electrophoresis chambers and that kind of stuff, which we would have never been able to do in the old classroom. Tissue culture, we had to set up, this is really sad, but we set up totes and we sprayed them with alcohol, and we did tissue culture in those. And tissue culture you need a sterile environment for, so now we'll have more room to do those kinds of things.
So, and you're teaching, I mean, more and more students in this sort of environment, right? I mean, there just seems to generally be more of an interest in this type of thing.
The diversity of agriculture is phenomenal, and agriculture is our state's leading industry, so really we need to pay the homage to it that we can. But I have 7 different courses this semester and 7 different courses next semester, so the diversity is truly astounding. And everything from ag biotech to dairy science, I have a production dairy science course next semester, which a lot of schools don't have enough students to do that anymore, but we do. Animal science, vet terminology, exploratory agri-science, it's the list goes on, and we need good consumers. We need kids who understand how to produce food, how to harvest it safely, because we all like to eat.
Yeah, we do. So this has a pretty big wow factor for you in terms of what the referendum was able to do for you.
Yeah, the impact here has been phenomenal. Like I said, just to not have to fight my facilities anymore means more opportunities for kids, and what more can we ask for than more opportunities for kids?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.